my boyfriend is Hispanic, so like
Mm,
we both come from different cultural norms as well, and it's so like I don't know. I I don't know that much about my heritage, which is why like I always love learning about others. Like
mm,
I love to learn about all different types because like my family was not the ideal family. Nobody really talked about like where we came from, so I have no idea about my
mm,
culture. I just know that
mm.
my family made potato club, and it's an awful dish. It's a terrible, terrible dish. I don't recommend anyone make it. It's basically you just take a potato and you boil it until all the goodness is gone, and it looks like gray glue, and you eat it.
Wait, so it's like it's not mashed potatoes, it's
It's
you boil it.
no, it's called potato club with a K, and it's a Norwegian dish. That's the only thing I
Mm.
know about my culture
So
is
it becomes
potato
like
club.
um how do you say it? Like not
It's like a
soup, like a
it's a
stew?
paste. No, so they
Oh.
take the potato and they cut it up and they like imagine that you're making mashed potatoes,
Mm,
but like when you take the potatoes out of the boiling water, you don't add salt or butter or anything. You just
mm.
mash them up and then you put in a little bit of flour and you make them into a ball and then you boil them again. And it tastes like glue. It's
Oh.
horrible.
I mean, I think that would be salvageable if you put some spices on it, maybe a
Oh, it
sauce
is.
after. Yeah.
If you
Um,
slice it up really thin and like fry it and like put some butter and so like I've seen other pictures. I think in Norway, like in actual Norway, I think they make it with like little like bits of like ham and cheese in the middle,
hmm.
which sounds
Okay,
really
yeah,
good. But then
I can with that.
yeah, I don't know. I always get scared to talk about this. I joke about it with my boyfriend as like almost like reverse racism on me because I'm like I want to learn about other people's stuff because like what I've learned about my family and my culture is boring. All I know is the potato club and that we didn't use seasonings. And like so like anything his family does, I'm always like interested in like what was your traditions? Like what's your values? Because we didn't
Mm.
have that in my family.
Especially, yeah, Hispanic people, they have like a lot of traditions, a lot of stuff, things that are really unique to their culture. I think we share, not all Asians, but only the Filipinos. We share a lot of traditions and culture with them because uh, we've been colonized by Spain for 300 over 300 years before. So that's
Mhm.
why we're Catholic. That's why we have our fiestas, and our dishes are very similar to Spanish dishes, not Mexican. Yeah, definitely Spanish because they're more saucy, and Filipino dishes are like that. Yeah, so and I'm excited because I our guests that the people that put in applications, they're
Mhm.
like most of them are from the United States, but I've seen people from other countries in there. So it would be interesting to actually know about like how does your culture treat dark thoughts, you know?
Mhm. I'm
And
excited for
yeah,
you said there was somebody from South Africa.
not on the application for the guest list. It was somebody who bought the game. Um,
Oh.
and I probably reach out because that person, if I remember correctly, was from Kickstarter. So I could probably reach out to them again and be like, hey, like, remember when I asked you if you wanted a podcast and you said yes? Like, we're doing it now. So do you want to come on? I think that would be awesome. Yeah.
I used to have a at the first bar that I worked at, we had pool leagues and there was a whole pool league of guys from South Africa and they
Mm,
all like of course I was very uneducated and I didn't realize and I just thought they were all British and they're like no from South Africa it's different like it's just a very small different
mhm,
dialect and but they still like they would say certain things the way that British people do like instead of
mm,
vitamins they say vitamin and instead
mhm.
of aluminum they'll go like aluminium.
Aluminium.
They were really good tippers, but I just like as soon as you said South Africa, I just imagined them again because they had really dark humor, and it was like a game that they knew that I was playing with them is to like I I would make sure that they got their drinks quick because it was fun to see them get a little tipsy and to like hear how they pronounce different things. It was always fun to interact with them.
I still can't tell the difference between the British, the Australian, and the South African accent. I know
No?
people could, but I can't tell the difference. To me, it's very similar, which is true. So it's hard to like if you're not from there, then you would I don't think you'd be able to tell.